What is going on, guys? My name's Jack, and welcome to the Appalachian Farmhand channel. I'm back here on my family's 150-acre property tucked deep in the Appalachian Mountains of Virginia. Just wanted to welcome you to the channel. If you're not already, subscribe, like, comment. If you don't like it, get out of here, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. So back for video two. Basically, today we're going to try to clean up what's left to do up here around the cabin. We're just I'm kind of just going to feel it out. I'm going to try to introduce the apple orchard because there is a little bit of work that needs to be done up there. And then the goal today is to end up across the bridge, across the creek, and into the bottom land over there into the lower field. Cut a path over to the river so that, might be able to have lunch, hop in the river because it is supposed to get a little bit hot today. I think it's 85 right now and it's supposed to push up closer to 90. This is Virginia, y'all. It is a humid heat. It is not pleasant to be inside of. So might hop in the river, have lunch down there. We'll have to feel it out though. So that pretty much sums up what I'm gonna be doing today. Again, got the chainsaw and the weed whacker with the brush cutter on it. Try to clean up some of this that's back behind us, some of these fallen trees. I've sort of decided that I'm going to wait to try to deal with that widowmaker that's back behind me. I don't know if you guys can see that, until I've got more help. I think it might be a project that's a little bit tough to handle, to tackle by myself without risking getting injured. And again, I'm pretty far out here in the middle of nowhere, and it's not ideal to have to deal with something serious. So come along with me today, and we'll try to get some work done. All right, guys, so real quick, before I start working, I wanted to reintroduce the tools that I'm going to be using for the work that I'm going to be doing today. This is my Stihl MS 170 chainsaw. It's just a 17-inch bar chainsaw, nothing too crazy. Like I said before, this stuff down in the field is far too big for me to use this chainsaw to actually take care of that work. And then over here, I got my Stihl FS56 RC with my brush cutter head. Be using this to cut paths through the bottom land down to the river, so that we have access to it. Because like I said yesterday, the bottom land is non-navigable. There's no way to get through that. I mean, the brush is, shoulder high. Pushing through it's not safe to do that. So we'll be using this later. So for right now, I'm going to start this, get it up to operational temperature, and then we'll start knocking back some of this these trees that have fallen. All right, guys. So just got done moving those trees from in front of the cabin. Um, uh, After further looking into it, the first brush pile that I made to burn, even though it was on that bare spot and it'd be perfect for a smaller fire to be able to put ash and nutrients into the soil there, um, it's a little bit too close to those cedar trees that are over there. So what I decided to do was load them up in the back of the truck, or the ones that I had just cut, and pull them out into the field. I found, I don't know what kind of weed that is that's growing out there. But I loaded all that up, dumped it in there. This fall we'll burn it down, hopefully be able to burn the roots out from the soil, stop those from growing through that this field, the upper field. But I felt like, because of the direction that I was going coming out of that, dumping that it'd be the perfect time to introduce the apple orchard to the channel. So as I said before, this is the apple orchard, and I understand that there are no apple trees in here. There were apple trees in here for one reason or another. My grandfather decided to shoot them with a shotgun, and they are no longer here. So that being said, this is it. You know, typically it's a pretty long run of land, probably another 50 yards back there. But as you can see, it's very grown up, grown over. Trees are leaning, trees are falling. As I said before, there was an ice storm that's got all the the pines leaning over and bent over, all distorted, and knocked down a bunch down there. But overall, it's just grown up and needs to be maintained and brought back. And this is an area that is held very near and dear to the hearts of my family. So it's another one that I'd really like to get working on and really get some progress going on. So guys, that's the apple orchard. I know prior that I had said that I would like to get some work done in here today. I don't think that's going to happen. The day's burning on pretty quick, and this just isn't very high on my priority list at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do is finish cleaning up in front of the cabin, and then I'm going to take the path down to the bridge, cross over into the lower field, that bottom land down there, and start working down there to cut a path to the river. So we're gonna head on down to that lower field down there to the bottom land and get to working on that. So come with me and we'll start heading that way. Good Lord. All right, so before I start filming this part, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. One, for the audio. A lot of birds that are active right now, and unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do about the birds wanting to be vocal and all that too. Dealing with all those pine trees up there and all that pollen, I am losing my voice and coming pretty hoarse. So, whatever. Let's get right into it. Unfortunately, this is as far down as I feel comfortable bringing my truck. You start getting in some clay and some rougher terrain down here, and I don't exactly have off-road terrain or all-terrain tires on my truck at the moment. Fortunately, though, the bridge to cross over to the bottom land is not 30 yards off that way, which is good because you boy didn't feel like walking down this hill. There was some stuff that I had to clear out to get down to this point, but it wasn't anything major. I didn't film the last part just because, quite frankly, it was going to be really difficult to film, and I didn't feel like doing it. Sorry for being lazy. So like I said before, I'm going to take the FS56 and run across the stream that's right here, or the creek right here, and I'm going to cut a path over to the river and make a little area that we can relax and jump in the water and cool off, because it is running right now. Not at the moment. We got a little cloud helping us out at the moment, but it's running right about 90 degrees, but I think the feels like it's closer to 100. So it's a little toasty out here. That being said, let's go ahead, jump across the creek, and get into knocking the path down. All right, so we finally got down to the lower pasture. It's much later in the day. We I started walking over here trying to get over towards the water, but the brush was just way too high, and so I decided that I was just going to cut a path through and get my way over to the water. We've probably been back out here for somewhere around 2 hours now. Cut a pretty good path back through here all the way down to the riverbank. Hopped in the river, to cool off. It is probably about 95 to 100 degrees out here. As you'll see, this bottom down here is a pretty significant piece of land, and it's just it's overgrown. The goal, you can start seeing some of the trees that are down around here. See some of the stuff that's down back there, but it goes off a pretty decent distance down that way. So basically my goal right here is to work my way back up this hill over to where the riverbank is. I'll try to get you some shots of the full field. Unfortunately, I don't have a drone yet, excuse me, so I can throw that up in the air and get some aerial shots of the property. But coming soon. Until then, you're just gonna have to deal with me walking around with the camera. So basically the goal right now is to get back over there. I ran out of gas cutting this path over there, but get the gas can over there, cut a bigger patch for us to be able to, put the hammock up and be able to hang out over there by the river while we're getting in the water and all that kind of stuff. So I guess come on, and I'll get a better view of what the lower pasture is looking like. As you can see here, it's a pretty big piece of land down here. It runs down to the backside of this grouping of trees down here that you see. Sorry, I'm carrying the gas can. This grouping of trees, the fence is back right here. It runs up to the front of the property that's off that way. Creek's right here, and the river's back off this way. So as you can see, I cut a path through here. Just gonna work over towards the water, grab the brush cutter, and get to work down there. All right, so this is what I was talking about when I was saying that this is unnavigatable. This is what I was cutting through to get over towards the water. So this is what I was trying to get a shot for you guys to see. There's no way I was making it through this. So, all right, so I'm just gonna keep on pressing on down towards the water. All right, guys. So finally got finished up over here. Finally got everything knocked down. I'll give you a little view of what we got done. I'm 6'5", so it's a pretty different perspective. So it might not look like I got much done, but I'd say I probably got about a quarter acre chopped out of here altogether. And then we got a path that runs back up to the bridge over there. Guys, I'm about dead beat tired. I've been out here all day working at it, trying to get this place looking halfway decent. Um, got some good work done up on the main part of the property up there with the cabin, and got this section cut out over here. So I'm pretty happy with what I got done today. But again, I am dog tired, and it's about time to go eat again. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you for coming and joining me here on the Appalachian Farmhand channel. Come back again sometime.